Oh yeah, definitely getting up a little higher, definitely hiking across some ice now. Doing okay, just trying to follow everybody else's footsteps and just take every step carefully. No micro spikes, but stumbles, she had some and they weren't working good for her anyway, so I don't know if any of us are using them right now. So just trying to get through the rough sections. Hope that they're minimal. Like I said, we're going up to Big Bald, so obviously a higher elevation, like well over 5,000 feet. So it's going to be a slow go, but just keep trudging along the best I can. So. Beautiful day though. There's the sun. Pretty sure that might be Big Bald up there. It's definitely a big bald for sure. So looks like I'll be walking up that direction from here. So looks like it's about the right mileage. So should be a nice view up there. We'll see if we can get there safely.
Wasn't the kind of trip I've described to you where he was showing up at the van. So, anyways.
What you doing?
Yeah. But it's very cool. Yeah. I've been on a quest since like.
All right, we've just enjoyed a nice 2-hour break here at Big Bald. Kind of an unintended break, but as you can see, quite the view. Quite the view all the way around. And we're not the only ones. Through Hiker Convention, yes. It's a good stopping spot. Had a nice couple and some dogs up here earlier. And that's the way we're headed next. Kind of altering our plans with the trail as kind of bad as it is. We're not trying to do 20 today. We had thought about it, but I think we're going to do like 10 to 12 to another shelter. Yeah, it's beautiful up here. Just stopped for a little lunch break at a shelter. Nice little shelter. Good tent spots. A little fire ring. I think this is in Tennessee, so there's no privies here for a while. So, although it says privy, so maybe. Actually, maybe there is a privy. I didn't think there were going to be any more. Let's see. So yeah, based on the track, we pretty much already voted against the 20-mile day, and we're just going to try to get to the no business shelter. It's about 10 miles away, so it's kind of early afternoon, so I should have plenty of time to get there. So I'll take my time. Like I said this morning, I had like a cold or something, so I wasn't feeling real great, but I was able to eat a good bit at lunch, so that's very helpful. So, yeah, looks like a nice little campsite here. You could hold quite a few people spread out in here somewhere. So. Oh yeah, there is a privy. It's right there. Interesting. So, see, I'm still hanging in there. About to hit back to the trail. Actually, I may hit the privy. I didn't know they had one, so. That may save me the number 3 poop in the woods. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys around a little bit. We spent a good bit of time up on Big Bald, but it was beautiful. Like, we've come across a lot of beautiful views like that, but typically it's like really windy and cold and kind of hard to sit up there. But today was like perfect weather for it. So we kind of hung out up there a little bit. Yeah, like I said, it's just a slow go and all the snow and ice and mud and slush and just all the things basically. Pretty much we're encountering every kind of trail throughout the day. Like some of it's really dry and beautiful and perfect. Some of it's like got a foot of snow, some ice, some sludge, some mud, just a little bit of everything. So anyway, I'll check back with y'all. So I was gonna get some water here, but the water's not very good, so I think I'm gonna get it at the next source. There's several of them this afternoon. I think the next one's at 0.8, so I'll stop there and get some more electrolytes and stuff. Anyway, there's a little bird. I don't know if you can see him over there, but anyway, I'll get back with you guys soon. Just like that, the track has improved immensely. Don't know how long it'll last, but oh well, there's some more snow now, but in general, it's looking much better. It's just the ice and the snow melt and everything draining off the mountains makes it really tough. Post storm, I won't call it a blizzard. I mean, it's like a mini blizzard maybe. Yeah, a little better. This could definitely help me get to camp on time if I get more track like this. So. It's beautiful out here though, very peaceful. I'm behind everybody else. I think there's like 10 hikers that passed me while I was at the shelter eating lunch. So got the woods to myself for now. Not bad. Not bad at all. And just like that, it is brutal again. Very, very slow moving, basically baby steps, but oh my gosh. Well, after a tough trek down Little Bald, my fall count on the AT has exponentially increased from 1 to 4. I think I'm okay. I did a good job of following. I'm trying to follow like straight back on my backpack and not on my shoulders, because I don't know if you've been watching since the beginning, you know I had some shoulder issues in both shoulders before I came out here, especially my right one. So really trying to avoid that. But so I was able to fall backwards. One of them I did get caught with a rock in my hip, so probably gonna have a pretty big bruise there tomorrow. But I think I'm okay. So trail just turned good again, so I'm hoping they'll stay that way for a while. Oh my gosh, this is a struggle today. Anyway, just an update, not a good one, but anyway, I guess it is good. If I fall 3 times and I'm pretty much okay, I guess that is a good thing. So we'll see what the hip looks like in the morning. But otherwise, I think a little kind of dirty, but I'll try to get cleaned up when I get to camp, wherever that's going to be. So if I run into many more sections like that, I don't think I can make it 10 miles today. Like, that was so slow. I mean, just gotta try to get through it. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'll get back with you guys, hopefully with some better news shortly. Nicer trail, moving a little bit faster maybe. Hopefully some good news. We'll see. Just so weird. Just came through the Arctic zone, it seemed like, and I turned a corner and literally can't see any snow anywhere. Just depends what side of the mountain you're on. So weird. Okay guys, thankfully things have improved. It's really dry here where I'm at. As you can see, no snow anywhere in sight. Hoping it'll stay that way. It's about 5 o'clock and I've still got 5.2 to the shelter. I really didn't think I was going to make it to the shelter, but since things have improved, I like my chances a little more now, even if I have to night hike a little bit. So just been a tough day. Probably the toughest day I've had on trail, I think, so far. Obviously you have quite a few tough ones, so it's kind of hard to differentiate, but obviously between the falls and being sick last night, and definitely a little dehydrated just because, again, hard to drink and eat and stuff, but I've been drinking, enough. Like, I think I may, since I'm gonna get to camp late, I think I may stop and cook dinner somewhere before, if I can find a good spot, because I think that hot meal, I didn't eat a backpacking meal last night since Fresh Ground fed us at like 4 or 5 yesterday. Just wasn't hungry. So, but I think just the liquid from that, each gets like a couple of cups of water, so I think that'll be good. Anyway, I don't think my sickness is a big deal, just a cold or something. I think I don't feel too bad, as far as that goes. So just gotta figure out how to stay hydrated. I take medicines for blood pressure, and one of them is like a water pill. So I'm not sure. I may try to get in touch with a doctor and see if I should. I even asked, I don't know if I mentioned this before, I asked a pharmacist in one of my town stops, and he wasn't even sure like really what was ideal for that situation, since it's for my blood pressure, I should take it, but since I'm trying to stay hydrated, maybe it's a water pill, maybe I shouldn't. So if anybody knows, like, it's aldacticide or spironolactone, I think is the generic name for it. That's what I take every morning. So if anybody's got any experience with that, please let me know in the comments. Because like I said, I've almost kind of been like taking it one day, not taking it one day, just kind of don't really know what to do with that. So, so anyway, still trekking along. Oh, trekking along. It's kind of a reference to the one of my favorite YouTube channels. If you haven't seen that Mom and the Three Girls, I watched their latest episode while I was in town the other day, and it's really good. They're doing a good job. So the way I'm going, they may catch up to me, so I may get to meet them after all. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it's a good little channel. So anyway, I'm just hiking along, much better trail. Like, maybe I should have had the micro spikes with me today. Maybe that was a bad call. I don't know that it would have helped that much. It was just so slippy and slidey, and like I said, I don't think anybody else was wearing them. Maybe I'm just not a good hiker in that type of weather. Maybe I need to do a little research on how to hike in those type of conditions, because I was really struggling just taking tiny little baby steps all the way down a mountain, which is, you know, it's fine. It takes a long time. Like, this is going to be a 14-mile day, and it's probably going to take me like, you know, 10 or 12 hours to do it. Like, I'm definitely the slowest one today. So I'm not always the slowest. Sometimes I'm a pretty fast hiker. If it's flat, that tends to help me a lot. But anyway, oh well, just got to figure it out. It's definitely, I didn't think it was going to be easier out here. Nobody does. So if they do, they don't last very long. So just gotta keep trudging along. Like I said, I'm gonna try to maybe eat some dinner here before dark. Probably just on the side of the trail somewhere. There's no more shelters or anything. And I'm just trying to get to No Business Shelter tonight. I think there's probably gonna be quite a few thru hikers there. We saw quite a few people up on Big Bald, so that was really nice. Probably yeah, one of the reasons I'm so late is we stayed up there like 2 hours, but it was just a nice view, and you know, just it was a good relaxing moment. There's a lot of people up there, some other like day hikers talking to us, asking us questions. We saw a few kids when we came down with their principal. I don't know if they was on a school trip or what. So anyway, always enjoy talking to the people. In fact, one of the guys asked me, he says, do y'all have to stop and talk to people like this often? Like, it was interrupting us. And I was like, look, we don't sometimes see people for 3 or 4 days, so we're usually pretty excited, you know, to see somebody. So and talk to them or whatever. So anyway, definitely much better track. I'll probably get back with y'all at least one more time. Like I said, if it gets dark, I try not to film too much after dark. Deluxe last night said, why don't you do your wrap up in your tent? I'm like, well, nobody wants to see me in my tent. That's kind of feels kind of lame. I think I've done maybe one morning spot in the tent, but there's just not there's barely room in there for me to get the camera far enough away for me to even show me. So anyway, I'm gonna keep on hiking. Got probably a little under 5 miles now, and like I said, it's about 5 o'clock, but thankfully the time has gone back now, so, or sprung forward or whatever. So I don't think it'll get dark till like 8 or 8:30. So not too bad. Like I said, I don't mind night hiking. Actually, sometimes I feel better night hiking than I do in the daytime. It's like the sun kind of drains you or something. And when you're moving along at night, you know, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like it's easy to get a second wind or something. So maybe that'll happen for me tonight after I eat some dinner. So anyway, I'll get back with you guys here in a bit. Thanks for following along with my problems and conundrums and bad days. Like I said, I mean, I've definitely had more good days than bad days. But I mean, just bad days are just part of it. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay, peeps, they say the trail provides. Y'all saw how kind of down and out I was like 5 minutes ago. I just came out of the woods at a road crossing. I found Deluxe and Stumbles and some trail magic from some really nice people.
Hey!
Hey, what's y'all's names?
Renee
and David.
Renee and David from
Johnson City.
Johnson City. So they were nice enough to make me a grilled ham and cheese, which was amazing because I was really hungry. I know I told y'all that like 5 seconds ago, but it was unreal. So thank y'all for doing this for all the hikers.
Oh,
It's
you're most
amazing.
welcome.
So y'all do this pretty regularly?
We usually do,
Gotcha.
but this is our first time this year.
Awesome. Nice. Well, you came at a really good time for me because I don't know if I was even going to make it to camp like alive. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Thanks. There's a couple other guys, a couple other hikers. They're getting grilled ham and cheese made for them right now. So anyway, good. What was my worst day on trail is now like, real pretty decent day.
Thank you for narrating for me. I'll be
Oh, yes.
Same time you do.
Okay. Awesome.
Save me from even saying anything.
Nice. So anyway, I think we're going to make it to camp fueled by a grilled ham and cheese. It was so good. Okay, we're hiking along. Based on Stumbles, she's the engine of the train. It's fueled by her Dr. Pepper from the Trail Magic. I am the caboose, of course, as always. And of course, Deluxe is the cargo portion of the train. That's right. I'd like to thank Deluxe for carrying half of my gear for me every day and half of Stumbles' gear every day.
You don't pay me nearly enough.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, we might make it to camp before dark. Who knows? Definitely moving faster than I have all day, that's for sure. Thanks to the grilled ham and cheese. Quite possibly the best sandwich I've ever had in my life. Almost to camp. Had to stop and get some water, point 2 before, because there wasn't any at the camp or at the shelter. So pretty sure the shelter's going to be full, so probably be tenting and getting ready for tomorrow. Quite an eventful day. A few falls, some well-timed trail magic, but ultimately kind of had a good day, I think, as far as mileage. Like, didn't get the 20 we were thinking about, but got a good like 14. So just have to see what the day holds tomorrow. We got some rain coming in. Probably gonna be dealing with rain for the next couple of weeks for the most part, at least to some extent. So maybe a couple of days, but we'll just see how it goes. So I'm gonna end this episode here and I'll get back with you guys in the morning. Thanks for watching.